All right, today I have a 10-minute pulley cable class just focusing on your upper body. We are going to attach those cables to the middle ring. So you've got those 3 rings. I want them on the middle one today. That's going to be perfect. We are going to start off on 1 red spring minimum. You can go up to 1 red, 2 blacks, depending on how heavy you like it. We're going to start off in a squat with a bicep curl. We're not going to be on the carriage for that. You're going to kind of straddle that carriage rail wide enough here so that the carriage isn't going to hit your feet as we begin. So let's go ahead, pick that spring load, get your cable set up, and I'll meet you over there. We're going to be straddling that rail facing the back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So you're going to grab both cables in your hands. You've got that nice wide stance right here, shoulders stack over those hips. And now from here, I want you to take those hips down and back, lower down into that squat, pause at the bottom, curl those arms in for that bicep curl, release the arms out first, and then slowly press through those heels, rise up, soft bend in the knees, still maintaining that tension in your upper body here as well. Lowering down, curl the arms in, release the arms out, press through those heels, coming up nice and slow right here. Keep it going, you're looking great. Just warming up that upper body right now in these squats with that bicep curl, these heavy squats right here. If it's too heavy, go a little closer to that back platform. We're gonna be going into your right arm first today. So you're gonna be actually switching the cables that are in your hands currently. So the one that's in your left hand is going to your right hand in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the right one, switch that left hand, bring that right hand into that cable. Come down to that left side facing the back with your left hand on the floor. Right palm faces inward. You're going into a single arm row. I want you to row that arm straight by your side. Your palm is facing inward here. If you want it heavier, just scooch back closer to the front. If you want it lighter, go closer to the back. So you're rowing that arm straight back. Release that arm out just a couple inches. We're trying not to let that carriage hit that platform. If you want more instability for the core and also forcing more work into your upper body, lift that left leg straight out behind you here. Releasing that arm out, slowly pulling it back in. You've got it right here. If you're short on space, when you go back further, you can bend that left leg as well. That's a great option to still keep it lifted, but give yourself more space here. We're gonna hold it in 5, give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull that right arm in. You got it right here. Hold it for 5. You're going to pulse in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pulse in for 5. You're switching your springs in 3. Go to 2 blacks in 1. Drop that cable. Go 2 black springs. From here, you're going to switch to your other cables. Come on to that carriage. From there, I want a single arm newspaper so that elbow's glued at your side. You're gonna open that arm out, come back in. So I want you up nice and tall right here. Shoulders are stacked over your hips. Opening that arm out wide and slowly coming back in, stopping right when that hand is pretty much back in line with the shoulder, right? Notice it's not crossing my body here. A lot of times people think you've got to come across that body. That is not the case. We want constant continuous tension here. When we allow the hand to cross the body, we're losing that tension. We're going to be flipping our palm up to the ceiling. So this is going to become your hitchhiker variation in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rotate that palm up to the ceiling, thumb turns out, elbow still glued at your side. Don't let that elbow turn away from you here. Keep it tight. You got it. Almost there. Keep breathing, opening that hand out just a couple inches. Notice your body is not rotating with that arm. It's just the forearm. Everything else is stabilized. We're gonna turn to face the back. After this, you're going into your single arm sexy back. Give me 10 seconds. That's it. Yes, you can. It's your last 5, 4, finish it here, 3, 2, and 1. Let's pivot, face the back. You can hinge forward from that waist and bring that left hand behind your back. I want that right elbow lifted nice and high, chest is open, pull the shoulder blades together as you slowly start to press that right arm all the way back. and slowly bend that elbow, bringing that right hand just under it. So right here, the palm is facing up to the ceiling as you press back. There are options though. You can flip that palm so that as you press back, the palm is actually down to the floor. And the other option is to turn your palm so that it's facing your body. And that's another variation. They're all great options. Do the option where you feel the most intensity right now for that tricep. I want you to also right now make sure you're opening up that chest. You're looking ahead towards that number 4 out on that rail or towards that back platform. Your core is in tight. Your core is working just as much as that tricep right now. We're going to hold it back in 5. Press it back and hold in 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. Straighten out that right arm and lift it. Pulse it. We're switching cables. Same move, left arm in 3, in 2, and 1. Switch cables. Drop the right one. Grab that left one. Bring that right hand behind your back. Lift the left elbow nice and high. Slowly bending and extending. I want you to keep that chest nice and open here. Pressing that left palm straight back. Bend that elbow to bring that hand under the elbow only. Trying not to lose that control right here. The slower you go, more control you have. Same hand options on this one, right? You have those 3 different options to rotate that hand. Slightly different variations. All great options, just whatever you're feeling like doing today, right? Nice to switch it up. We're going to take that same hold at the end, almost there, and then we're going to come up, pivoting to the left. You're going into your single arm newspaper. Hold it here first though in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it back, hold it there. Little lifts, up, up, up. There it is. Keep lifting, keep pulsing. We're coming up in 3, turn to the left in 2. And 1, let's do it. Pop up onto those knees, pivot to the left, glue the elbow to your rib cage, open that hand out wide, bring it back in line with the shoulder. So just like we talked about on the other side, the body is not moving here. The body is silent. Your core is engaged. It is keeping you upright and balanced on this moving carriage as that left hand is opening out a few inches and releasing back in. We are not letting that elbow flare away. We're keeping that control. You're feeling that shoulder work right now, the outer part of that arm. You've got this. Slowing it down a little more. I know we want to rush it. We think that's going to make that time go faster. I promise you, it makes no difference on the clock. Let's slow it down to get more intensity here. We're going to turn that palm, flipping it to the ceiling. In 5, hitchhiker in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rotate that palm to the ceiling, thumb out. Elbow stays glued, and now you're just doing the same thing, slightly different angle here, so you might feel more intensity in this variation. I like hitchhiker, I like the angle better, and it's a great way to feel it deeper into the outside of that arm. Almost there on this one, no holds, no pulses. We're gonna add that red spring back on, option to keep on those light springs if you did it on the other side. You're gonna switch cables, face the back on the floor, single arm row in 3, in 2, and 1. Let's drop that cable, add on that one red spring. Option to keep on those lights, grab that cable with that left hand. You're on the floor with your right palm on the floor. You can extend that right leg out and row that left arm in. Release the left arm out a few inches and pull it in. Your goal is to not release the arm out all the way. When you release that arm out too far, that allows the carriage to close, and therefore you're gonna lose tension. We want that constant tension here the whole time. If you want more of a challenge, you can always scooch back a little bit further. Just walk that right hand back with you so it stays maybe just a ½ inch in front of that shoulder there. Your core is gonna work like crazy here. If it's too much with that right leg lifted, remember you can always set it back down, right? You've got this. Keep going, keep breathing, keep rowing. Fire up that upper body here. Nice job. We're doing this. Last part here. This is it. We're gonna hold that arm in, coming up at the end, releasing it out with control, looking slightly ahead. Pull that core in even tighter. You've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, hold it in 3, 2, 1, pull that last one in, hold it there for 5, pulse it in 4, 3, 2, 1, little pulses, in, in, in. We're gonna finish like we started. In 5, grab both cables in 4, 3, 2, 1, let's do it. You're gonna grab both cables back in those hands, same spring load, straddle that rail again. This time, palms down. You're gonna lower down and go into an upright row. So if I show you from this angle, your upright row goes out wide. Okay, so palms are down to the floor, you lower down, row those elbows out wide, release those arms, press through those heels. Last part for this upper body workout today with those pulley cables. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sticking with this one, challenging yourself. Great workout to throw in maybe after another shorter micro workout, maybe after a run, after a spin, or just when you feel like working that upper body, right? Last 5, hold it at the bottom in 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it down and pulse those arms in, in, in for your final 5, 4, you got this, 3, 2, 1, let's drop those cables. Awesome job today. Thanks for joining me for your upper body workout. See you next time.